Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Vieira. Pull it. Ronaldinho wins the duel this time. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cannavaro. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Thuram. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Pass somewhat off target. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Cruyff. So much time and space here. And that is expertly dealt with. Showing good feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, easy pickings there. It's a chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Sané. He's through, and the shot! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Manchester United are in front now. The game's goes for a shot! No mistake! It was bound to happen one way or another. He is just too good a player for it not to. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position...
Oh no, this does not look good. And Sané! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now it's Eto'o. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Pele. And it's Vieira. Eto'o. Looking for a run-up. That's good vision. And it's Ibrahimovic! well-taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Haaland. And the shot! He's trying to hit the front line here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pull it. That has been cut short. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. Now it's Haaland. Ronaldinho. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's on it, can he get away? Foot in. Ibrahimovic might just make this. And they've got rid. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He can run onto that. Shot could be... And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station.
Here we go again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bellingham. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's the shot! He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And it's Vieira. Pele. Now it's Haaland. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Haaland. Ferdinand gets over and intercepts. Bellingham is herring after that one. Pele. Now it's Haaland. Knocks it into space. Haaland. And he's cut it out. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Eto'o. Cruyff. Eto'o.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Taken back almost at once. Now there's a fine ball. Eto'o has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution for Manchester United.
He's having a good look here.
8.
Well, I think they could do with making this count,
Number
especially
21,
from here.
Ibrahimovic. Number 14.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Number 18,
So, third corner of the game.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 23, Owen. Number 22, Hadrian. Substitution.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Sané. And this is Shevchenko. Lovely feet. And he's in on goal. Shevchenko. Big chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Shoots! And the shot! It's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Osimhen duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance, surely! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Played out to the left flank, and that is a little undercooked. It's a throw-in. Vieira. Sané. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cherki is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Owen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that has not gone well. That pass isn't the best. He's found a way through. And it's Shevchenko. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Owen. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. Nicely aimed pass. Nicely weighted ball. Bergomi. Quality ball.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a pretty loose pass. Messi tries to pass it through. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Bergomi cuts out the pass. And time is up. Manchester United perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
And a quick reminder today, everybody.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, look, it was very...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The instantly recognisable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he has been fouled there. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Khan claims comfortably. João Neves. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And he was quick to react. Has a look and plays it forward. Turns back here, probably the best option. João Cancelo. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. That's Cannavaro. And the keeper's got it again. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. And this is Cruyff. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, it's Kante. Chouameni.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press.
It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cannavaro. João Cancelo. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. And he's had it nicked away. Conte. And it's Serginho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Cancelo. Lovely bit of skill. Conte. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Eto'o. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. That's an imaginative pass. Serginho. Pinches it off him. Vieira. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bergomi. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Caught offside that time. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Bergomi. Bellingham. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
João Cancelo.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic tries to play it through. There's the shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
Hello
brings.
everybody, and this is a quick reminder
So
to
there
let you
was the
know
first
that you'll
half.
be able to catch
Manchester
today's
United
match
really
broadcast
did
live
turn
on
up
our
the tempo
club's
at the
FM
end of the
station.
half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So, off we go once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. Pass somewhat off target. Chouameni. And it's Cancelo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ronaldinho. Great chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. João Neves. Passes short and sharp.
The
Bergomi.
attendance for this match was
Your impression so far, Jim?
62,005.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Cruyff. In towards the back. Oh, smash! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
João Cancelo. And it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Lovely feet. Oh, important interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking for options for movement. And this is Cruyff. The ball goes in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17, Ronaldinho. Number 15, John Evans. Number 3,
Vieira.
Conte. Number 9.
In the end, they found themselves
David
penned in,
Diaz.
nowhere to go.
Coming on the field,
Tele is
number
herring after that
23,
one.
Rafael van der Vaart. Number
Manchester
20,
United do have
Bernardo
options
Silva.
available on the bench
Number
if they
2,
want to go that way.
Vieira. Number
Batistuta!
33,
No mistake! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Fortuna Sittard clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pele does well to get it back. Hullet touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Shot could be on. Great chance! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Not the most accurate pass. Moved on forwards. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo, looking for the run. And he's only too happy to take that back.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. Vieira powering forward here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Bellingham. Out towards the flank. Played back in. That could spell trouble. And they've got rid. Otto cuts it out. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Can he get it through? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. Bellingham has got himself a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, played through for the wide man. No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nedved. Oh, this is a very... It's Nedved! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Gattuso. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. He's got... Oh, he's been caught napping. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just eases him off the ball. And that has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still goalless. Ibrahimovic. Played back. Looking for the run. Shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Suarez getting this one clear. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Half an hour played now. Oh, well played. Rijkaard. Nedved. Knocks it into space. That's been cut out, well played. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now the ball in. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's in a good position here, looking for options for movement. Nedved. And they can counter here. Nedved. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, super ball! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Red card! Denied by an instinct. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Threads one in. Manchester United come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, good-looking ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rijkaard. And here's Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Big chance! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Manchester United still this single goal behind. And here's Ibrahimovic. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Gullit. Ibrahimovic. There's the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
"60 minutes played. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Gullit. Ronaldinho. Eto'o! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid.
Eto'o really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Eto'o. Nicely weighted ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is exemplary defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Manchester United finding their passes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. Up he goes!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vieira.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Gullit is onto it in a flash. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. It's Eto'o! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 25.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's gone backward here. Vinicius. Can he finish? Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Manchester United leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that the
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Cruyff. Looking for the run, and this is Ronaldinho. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. That has been cut short. Hernandez.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Yamal. And it's Wirtz. And this is Batistuta. Here's Chouameni. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tries to pass it through. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. That is a brilliant interception. Wirtz. So it is still 0-0. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bellingham picks... Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And that should get the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he was quick to react. Wilshere. Wirtz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Some really good ball movement. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Japan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is...
And a shot! Goal! Japan! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eto'o gets into a good position. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Thuram. Wilshere. That has not gone well. And this is Eto'o. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, it's Batistuta. Nicely shaped ball. He can run onto that. And Batistuta! It's hit the upright. Eto'o. Passing is crisp and sharp. Yamal, who's set up one goal so far.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Knocks it into space. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And a chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
A little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium. Substitution for Manchester United, number 8.
Here we go again then.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible. but without leaving yourself too open. Japan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Hullet. Hernandez does really well there, he is strong. And that is a little undercooked. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always onto this. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That ball looks a good one. He's had a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that's well spotted. Vitz, oh, perfectly measured that. Batistuta! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 15, Eto. Coming on the field.
Foden, it's a really well-measured ball.
Number 7, Vinicius
He's
Junior.
found some space.
Substitutions taking place.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now that real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Japan are looking to go forward now. Quality ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Ibrahimovic. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Chouameni, that's a good ball out wide. Look at the space here. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's away! Ibrahimovic. Well, they can break here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
This looks promising. He's found a way through. Bergomi. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And that has put paid to that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Japan looking to pass their way through. Good ball, good take. Nesta. Ronaldinho. And it's Hullet. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through? Eder Militao. Nicely weighted. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Time added on will be 2 minutes. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, look, it takes a shot! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Back in possession and ready to go again. That has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ronaldo. Manchester United finding their passes. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Chips it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played out to the right. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Eto'o. Cleared without complication. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Eto'o. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a very decent... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options, for movement. Oh, super ball! Cross deflected behind for a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Ibrahimovic. There they go, hunting in packs. And no, that was never going to make it. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's a pretty loose pass. Bergomi, quality ball. Ibrahimovic, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Big header! And he's there to clear it. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That pass has been well intercepted. It's a good look. Tries it! There it is! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed.
Ronaldinho! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And the shot! What a wonderful goal! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bergomi. That's good vision. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Searching pass he's played there. Nesta cuts out the pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Ronaldo might just make this. Well played. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So off we go once more. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Eto'o, over to the left. Cruyff, aimed in towards the terrific header. He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Ibrahimovic demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Bellingham. Ronaldinho. And it's Bellingham. Nesta calmly anticipates. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Nedved. Vieira. Turan. Rijkaard makes the interception. Nesta cuts it out. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Bellingham. Gnabry. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, important interception. That's really well cleared. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Eto'o. Vieira. Out to the left it goes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
A probing pass. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cruyff. Threads one in. That is lovely. Cruyff with the cross. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 15, Ito. Number 14,
Rijkaard.
Johan Cruyff. Number
And it's Zico.
17,
Zico.
Coming on the field, number 20.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Number 7, Vinicius
Osimhen
Junior.
touches it back.
Number 22, Pedri.
Oh, that's a fine
Substitution
interception.
taking place.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gullit. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Wriggles his way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. That could spell trouble. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ah, he's fizzed it forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Zico, it's a promising position. He has found the way through.
There will be 1 minute at
Pull
a
it,
time.
and the shot! No mistake! Deep, deep into injury time! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity.
And we're done. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Ibrahimovic claiming the Man of the Match award, and
Just a
there
quick
is very
request
little
today for
room for
everyone.
argument. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Probing pass, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's a throw-in. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. He rises! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cruyff. And that could well leave a mark. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. And now the breakaway. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he cuts out the supply. Eto'o. Tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Cruyff, looking for the run. He has a look up. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Thuram calmly anticipates. He might be in here. Big chance. It's Pelé! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Pelé. Pelé! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to gift it back. Pirlo running with the ball. There's the delivery. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that is a little undercooked. And this is Eto'o. Well seen, saw that coming. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vieira. Neymar takes control of it and he's on the move.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pele. And this is Messi. And Messi! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Eto'o, shot at goal! Well, it was a nice set-up, but not so good beyond that.
Eto'o really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And smartly reclaimed. Great vision.
There will be 1
Pirlo.
minute added time.
Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the through ball. Lovely chance! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it. What? And we hit half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now he's got space here. It's come to nothing. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Pele. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Eto'o. And that's a good ball. But he's well positioned here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's lost his... He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21, Ibrahimovic. Number 8.
Terrific now! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Johan Cruyff.
And that has been clubbed away.
Number 12, Van Basten.
And here's Messi. Oh, good ball.
Number 23, Owen.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Hullet. And it's made its way to him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Driving through the middle. Manchester United have a free kick. Hullet is behind this one.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Oh, this is a great position. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Van Basten. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? Shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Vieira. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pirlo. Oh, that was vital. Fired deep towards the back post. Has a look and place it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Vitinha having a look.
17.
It's not the best angle, this, but he might just be tempted to shoot.
Is number 22, Kadri. Substitution in progress.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vitinha picked out brilliantly. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Bale. That's a lovely, neat pass. Vieira. Threads one in. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
That is good alertness. Threads one in. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi wins the duel this time. That's a nicely shaped ball. Del Piero. He's got away. Del Piero with the cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Cruyff, and he's managed to get free. Manchester United appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. And that is expertly dealt with. Del Piero is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira gets a foot in here. It's Ibrahimovic! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
More and more pressure, and it's been given away. Oh, it's come loose. Bellingham. And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Searching pass he's played there. Tries to pass it through. And he's in. Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Del Piero with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they've got it again. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Del Piero. Del Piero! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Vieira. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. Eto'o gets flagged offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Bergomi. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in a good position. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Eto'o.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Messi can really show.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Pull it. And here's Bellingham. It's run loose here. Van Dijk. Oh no, tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Vieira. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a shade optimistic. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Manchester United are still that goal to the good. Looking to play him in. De Jong deals with that comfortably. Now he's got space here. Nicely worked. Cristiano Ronaldo. Del Piero. And this is Hullet.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and
Del Piero!
Substitution for Manchester United, number 17.
And that's definitely not his best.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 8, Bellingham. Number 21,
Bergomi.
Ibrahimovic. Coming on
And
the
here's
field,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
number 22,
And it's
Pedri.
Hullet. Now it's
Number
Owen.
23, Owen.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hullet. Number
So, Jim, what are you
24,
thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through. And he thumps it clear. Nicely weighted ball. Owen!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. So nearly the perfect ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Really well taken goal. Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Substitutions taking place.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Just 5 minutes left. Played out wide.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There's no flag. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well timed, excellent interception. Owen, he's cut it out.
Added time.
Vieira, Bellingham. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Knocks it into space. Nesta cuts out the pass. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
We have already started here.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Eto'o is flagged offside. And this is Kante. And that pass just didn't quite work. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Moved on forwards. And it's Hullet.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eto'o. Conte.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?